Alright, welcome back. What I have been going over is this Chaos 6-pack. If you saw, or did not, I'm sorry, if you did not see the first half, you can go and search that. I have opened 3 of these packs already and shown the promo card. I can give you a quick little glance at it here. Here's the promo card, Thalia's Lancers. Pretty cool. And this was the start of a sealed black-white deck to kind of show A, how to choose sealed cards, and B, how easy these have come together. So the reason I'm talking about these is because I got it at Walmart. If you're like me, that is a big fan of sealed, opening up a bunch of product, making a deck out of it, and playing, these are fantastic. They're $19.98. They come with a promo card, 6 random booster packs. They're completely assorted. They're not going to be the same. They do come sealed in plastic, so if you find one that has the plastic broken, most likely check to make sure you're getting everything in it. You know, you just want to be on the safe side for that. But so they're completely random. Again, what you see is not necessarily what you get, but they're very cool. The reason I love sealed is because it puts everyone on the same, it puts everyone on the same playing field, essentially. Yeah, everyone has an equal chance of getting horrible cards or really good cards. And it's always crazy. This one's so interesting because it's going to have so many random sets or like, you know, different packs from sets. You're not really sure if it'll all work together or what mechanics you're gonna come across or anything. So it's just really cool. And when it says recent right here, it is probably, I would say, 2013 and up. Maybe as far back as 2010, but I don't think so. I don't think I've seen anything that far back yet. So I can take a quick gander and just see. And honestly, I'm thinking when they say recent, which is what I've seen, I think it's actually 2015 and up. I think I'm wrong on the 2013. I'm pretty sure it's 2015 and forward, which is even better. And, you know, there's formats that you will play these in anyways. You know, stuff like Modern, Pauper, you know, different things like that. Most likely you'll find some things in these packs that will be relevant if you play a lot of Constructed. And you know, it won't be like, oh, we're just doing this for fun, but these will be completely useless later. Which tends to not be the case in Magic anyways. Something that is completely useless, all of a sudden the next day is not, and, you know, it costs an arm and a leg to attain. So, anyways, welcome back. Second half of the Chaos 6-pack. I am Starlina, and this is It Star? So, let's get started. Alright, the next one I'm going to open is Eldritch Moon. In the first video, I opened 2 of the Magic Origins and 1 Battle for Zendikar. So, let's see what this is. And again, yeah, so 2016. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get anything older than 2015. Is what it would appear, because even the one that I opened before, I'm almost positive none of it was older than 2015 either. Alright, so let's take a gander. Again, what we were working on is a white-black spread here that kind of made itself in the first 3 packs, which is super cool. I'm down with it. Take inventory. Neat little card, draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named. Take inventory in your graveyard. Not getting sealed, but, you know, it's kind of, well, there's better cards than this in general, so we'll just set this to the side. Okay. Ingenious Scab, or Scab, however. Prowess is just fun, okay? And what I will say is if you are lucky enough, because there's some prowess in our other video, some red and blue, which again is why Is It Star. I'm a big red blue fan. But if you're lucky enough to get enough of this, something like this, something like this could be great as a trigger. I mean, it's relatively cheap. You do draw a card off of it, so you're getting and thinning your deck anyways. I mean, it could be useful. I mean, you just have to see what other picks you get and go from there, but potential for a prowess. Choking Restraints. Ooh, another one. Enchanted creature can't block. So there's other control-y aspects we got from the other ones. Fantastic. It's relatively inexpensive. Usually in sealed, if you're going to make a deck, you're not looking for things that are going to cost a lot. It's difficult to get to that point. Usually these games go pretty quickly. If they do not, and you're lucky enough to get that far, you know, then sure, hopefully you have a big baddie waiting in the wings. Not always, though. It's pretty good to look for and stay within, you know, 1 to 5 on the curve. You really want most of your drops to be within the 2 and 3 range. It just seems to be the most efficient as far as drawing land and stacking the deck. So, another pick. There we are. Woodcutter's Grit. 2 and a green. Target creature you control gets +3/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn. This is actually pretty cool for an instant. Could be useful. Certain Death. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This would be amazing. Okay? It would be. Creature destruction in seal is just good. However, here's our big problem. This costs 6. Yeah, you gain life. Is it worth it? Will it be worth it? It is a sorcery. You're tapped out. You may not have anything as, you know, to play in response. It would be a tricky card to put in and make useful if you're playing something like what we have going that is white, black, and relatively quick on the you know, the play. This would be a hard one to put in. I will set it aside only because it, again, creature destruction is great. You also deal damage and gain life. Those are great things. That's just a lot. Alchemist Greeting. 4 and a red. Deals 4 damage to target creature. Madness. Dig it. That's cool. He is, is pretty expensive though. 4 and a red. Again, you're in that realm where is it useful? Will it be enough? You know. Now, the madness cost is killer. So, say we were to make... I'm sorry, my puppy is barking. Sorry, again. Being able to discard it to pay for this madness cost, trigger prowess, destroy a creature in the process, and you get some serious damage across, potentially. So, this could be good, or it could pan out that it's not. It's one of those conditional type things. Spectral Reserves, look at that. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. You gain 2 life. Yes, please. Use that. Laboratory Brute. When it enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Sure, maybe. You know, maybe. It's a 3/3 for 4. Not horrible. Prophetic Ravings. Hey. There we go. And like I was just talking, enchant creature. This costs 1, mind you. Has haste and tap, discard a card, draw a card. So what we were just talking about, hey, play this dude out. Tap, draw a card, discard a card, madness, trigger some prowess, run through your opponent. pretty cool stuff. So certainly you could make it work. When an opponent casts a spell, sacrifice Lunar Force and counter that spell. Huh. I like it. I like little weird aspects of control and sealed. Pretty cool. Gnarlwood Dread. Hey, this guy's pretty cool. He's actually really cool. 1 Death Touch for 1/1. Delirium. Gets +2/+2 as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. And honestly, not super hard to do. Ride Down. Destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. Huh. Potential. Hey, check this guy out. Stromkirk Condemned. 2 black and 2/2. Discard a card. Vampires you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this ability only once per turn. So, if we were looking at what we do have set out, this guy, he's 2 black specifically for 2/2, because essentially what would happen is you're really only triggering his ability for himself. Because we haven't really picked a lot of vampires. I think we may have... We have this guy. This guy right here. We did get him. He's a flying... Which actually could be cool for him to get +1/+1 because he's a flyer. But, again, is it... You know... If you get a better pick, he may not be the best choice, being that he's 2 black and you're not going to play mono black. You're playing probably white black. And how is the spread, what your mana is going to look like, stuff like that. So, just good things to keep in mind when you're looking at cards like this. I would guess he's at the back because he's one of these ones. The transform creatures. Honestly, this is probably my... Other than Delver, which I do play, I don't care that much for the transform aspect of the cards. There's only a few times I even really cared for Morph or stuff like that, but here he is. And there that is. So, could be useful, could, you know, whatever. And a token. And a land. Alright, next pack. So, we're going to go with Fate Reforged here. Let's see what we get. Aven Surveyor. 2 blue and 3. When he enters the battlefield, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on him, or return target creature to its underhand. That could be useful if we're still thinking about the red and blue. Ooh, Typhoid Rats. Cool. Always a yes. Always absolutely a yes. 1 for a 1/1 Death Touch. Yes, this is removal. Ethereal Ambush. Or ethereal, however, ethereal, however you want to say it, I don't know. Green, blue, 3 other, manifest the top 2 cards of your library. So, if you don't know what manifest is, I will leave that there for you to check it out. Dragonbell Monk, another one. Alright, this is getting really cool. 2 and a white, 2/2, Vigilance, Prowess, absolutely. Again, this is a throw in that pile of absolutely this is happening. There we go. Enhanced Awareness, 4 and a blue, draw 3 cards and discard a card, absolutely. Again, if you make the red and blue, however, here's our issue again. It does cost 5. But if you play, depending on what creatures you have, blue is probably one of the main colors that'll go late game almost all the time, because it's a lot of It's a lot of random control or creatures that cost a little bit more, so you're kind of setting up mechanics or, you know, things of that nature. It's not always the case, but a lot of times when you're playing sealed, that's probably the most common. So this is really cool. And again, that discard card could be the card with Madness. So you destroy something, you gain card advantage at instant speed, trigger prowess twice off this and the other, and then stomp on through with some big bad blue flyers. Sounds like fun. And I think it could definitely have potential, depending, you know. Frontier Mastodon, 2 and a green. Ferocious. It enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counter if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. He's actually just a good creature. Just straight up. Even if you can't trigger Ferocious on him. I mean, it's 3/2 for 3. Green tends to have boost anyways, pump stuff, so you can probably get by with it. Even if Ferocious isn't necessarily an ability you can trigger. This guy's expensive. 5 and a red. 3/5. When he enters the battlefield, you can put a +1/+1 counter on him or destroy target artifact. He has potential. He costs a lot. You just have to really think about the efficiency of what you're making. Enoch Guide, 1 and a green. Enters the battlefield, you choose one, you can put a +1/+1 counter on this dude, or search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. He's actually a pretty good little 2-drop. You get some options with him. Alicia's Vanguard, 3 and a black. Here's another great one for our pool. Dash, 2 and a black. You can, if you don't know what dash does, you can go ahead and read this. I'll leave it here and you can pause it on the video. But this is another one to throw into our pile here. 3/3. And it's a good little creature. Good little dude to have. Gore Swine, 2 and a red, 4/1. That is it. He's pretty straight up. Yep. Meh. He could be, and it depends. I mean, he can't take a hit. He can certainly give one, but I mean, he's down. Goblin Boomkeg. Cool. 4 colorless. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack this. When it's put into the graveyard from battlefield, it deals 3 damage to our creature or player. This has potential. You probably would have better options, hopefully, but it is creature removal. It costs 4 and another turn. So, yeah. And it's not a May ability. This has to happen. Yeah, I mean, it's really like conditional, and it could set you up for some, I don't know. It could be useful. You just have to see what other stuff you have. Potential, maybe. Karsi High Priest? I don't know. 1 black, cool. 1 and a black, tap, sack another creature, manifest the top card of your library. 0/2, 1 drop. That's could have potential, definitely. I mean, it is a 1 drop. Battlefront Krushok, 4 and a green, can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. 3/4, each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. If you're aiming to make green little stompy action going on, he's a good one. Green usually has some form of ramp too, so you probably get by with the with the higher casting costs in green. They generally cost more for big creatures. X and 2 white. Return each creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile those creatures at the beginning of your next upkeep. Exile Rally the ancestors. So sure, this could definitely be neat. It's at instant speed. Whether you're attacking or blocking, it can certainly change the game. Absolutely. It could put you at a great advantage. So that's a neat draw, especially since our gear here that we've picked out is white and black. Pretty cool. Set that there. Windscarred Crag. I don't know why this is. I don't even know why this is at the end of the pack, but here it is. It's okay. All right, last one, guys. Oh, and another one of these ends. What are these things? Does it just tell like a? Does it just tell about the set? I guess so. I never really pay attention or read them. I guess I probably should. Last one, Conspiracy, Take the Crown. I'm stoked. I hope I get something awesome in here. Tormenting Voice. Great card. Especially unsealed. So, especially too, we have that Madness as an additional cost to cast this. You have to discard a card. You can discard that Madness cost, get rid of a creature, draw 2 cards, trigger Prowess abilities. Yeah, this could be killer. So really, out of what we've picked, this white and black one seems pretty efficient, but with these last few packs, that red and blue is seeming even more enticing, because it really with draw and all that stuff, it seems like it could definitely be set up. Ooh, Regicide. Reveal Regicide as you draft it. The player to your right chooses a color, you choose another color, then the player to your left chooses a third color. Destroy target creature that's one or more of the colors chosen as you drafted cards named Regicide. It's weird, but meh, who knows. Jeering Homunculus. Homunculus. I don't know. One in a blue. When it enters the battlefield, you may goad target creature. So, Ember Beast. 2 in a red. Can't attack or block alone. He's still, though, a 3/4 for 3 is just a good card. Throne Warden 1 and a white at the beginning of your end step. If you're the monarch, put a +1/+1 counter on Throne Warden. He's still a 2-drop. 2/2. Fade into Antiquity. 2 and a green. I think we all know this, but exile target artifact or enchantment. Zealous Strike. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end of turn. Fantastic little instant here. Opaline Unicorn, 3 colorless. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Not horrible. Not necessarily something I'd jump for joy for or anything like that. Garbage Fire, 2 and a red. Reveal this as you draft. Deals damage to target creature equals the highest number you noted for cards named Garbage Fire. Again, strange. Ascended Lawmage. 2, a blue, and a white. 3/2 flying hexproof. Cool. That's a pretty straightforward little dude. I dig it. You could potentially, with some of this stuff, and especially how I was talking about prowess and things, I have a white creature in here with prowess. I've got instants like this. There's also, if we were to cut black, we could definitely go with a white, blue, red, or even probably white, blue maybe, and it'd still work out. Because it would be a lot of stuff like this, you know, flyers, instants like this that just kind of help to boost and things. Now the red gives the extra added stuff of like haste or like the madness where you can discard the card and get rid of a creature. Creature removal is just essential often in playing sealed. Getting rid of those creatures on the board because most of them that are created are creature heavy. They're not based around one soul kill condition. That's not, that's not like they're not going to make a proper mill deck or something like that. It's going to probably be dudes on the board trying to take you down. So removal is just great. Merfolk Looter. Here's been around forever. 1 and a blue, draw a card, discard a card. Great for the aspect also of discarding that madness card to it. So we got Tormenting Voice, we got Merfolk Looter, and again, every time you use that, if you discard and use that madness cost, you are triggering the prowess ability for those big creatures that we have on the board. So again, is good stuff. Animus of Predation. 4 and a green. It's a novel. I will leave it here. You can pause it here if you want to read it. I do not. So here it is. There you go. Savala's Stampede. Again, another book, but we'll go over it. 4 and 2 green. Council's Dilemma. Starting with you, each player votes for wild or free. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card for each wild vote. Put those creature cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest of your library. You may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield for each free vote. I just don't care for it, but here it is, and blah. And again, 2016. So I'm almost positive it's 2015. And what? Cool. Hey, do all these packs have this? I've never opened any of these. This conspiracy jazz. Huh. This is a foil rare. With the other rare. Okay, well, whatever. Cool. 3 and 2 blue. 3/3. Before you shuffle your deck to start the game, you may reveal this card from your deck and exile an instant or sorcery card you drafted that isn't in your deck. When Arcane Savant enters the battlefield, copy a card you exiled with cards named Arcane Savant. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. You know, that could get really annoying pretty quick, right? Look at him though, he looks gnarly. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's difficult to tell on the camera, but it's still nifty. And then this. Huh. Hidden Agenda. Start the game with this conspiracy face down in the command zone and secretly name a card. You may turn this conspiracy face up anytime and reveal the chosen name. Whenever a creature you control with a chosen name deals combat damage to a player, you may pay blue. If you do, draw a card. Huh. So I should definitely probably maybe educate myself on this conspiracy, just this stuff, because I haven't paid attention to it. Really have not. It doesn't seem super legit, that's for sure, but you know, whatever, to each their own. That's pretty neat though. This dude, he looks cool. Anyway, so that is our Chaos pack. So from those, literally easily can build a white-black deck. Quite a bit of creature enhancement. There's some removal. It's fairly straightforward. However, that red-blue aspect, red-blue-white as well, has potential. You know, do the things like this with that flyer and stuff, and using the looter to discard for madness, triggering prowess abilities. Those are awesome things to be able to pull off in sealed. This is, again, it probably built itself already, but definitely definitely cool. So this is the Chaos 6-pack. If you want to get one and play with your friends, you can see that you get a bunch of different types of cards, a bunch of different packs. They're all assorted. You don't know what you're going to get. All of you would be on the same playing field. And you can see that it's super fun to start building a sealed while you go. So thank you guys for watching. I will be back with more videos. This weekend I'm playing in a Dominaria pre-release at Star City Games. Very excited for that. And next week we will be opening a full box of Dominaria, which I am super stoked to do because it's just fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I will be back.